Test, test. All right. We will get the program started here. First of all, great job, Nick Patterson, getting us started, getting us fed. Thank you, Nick. I like to keep this pretty brief. We've got a lot of seniors to get through, which is an awesome thing to do, but want to get you guys out so you can study and make sure we get through finals all right. But I will be, tonight, this for me is a lot of thank yous. So first of all, thank you to Jimmy James, the development team, for putting this together. It's a great night. Love honoring you guys. So thank you to them very much. Thank you, Grateful Play. It was awesome. Very much enjoyed it. So thank you to those guys. Give Jimmy James a round of applause. Probably the last thank you really though is I want to thank the seniors in this room. You guys are my class. If you were here for 4 years, we came in together. My first full year was your first freshman year, or your freshman year, and it's been extremely enjoyable. We've had some really cool things, and you've also gone through some stuff. Not many student athletes get 3 conferences in 4 years. 3 conferences in 3 years. And you guys have handled it all extremely well. I'm extremely proud of you guys and everything we've gone through and everything you guys have accomplished. We've got national champions, all conference performers, all the way up and down the line. Conference championships, tournament championships. It's been an extremely fruitful 4 years in terms of accolades. And you guys deserve a lot of credit for that. You guys deserve a lot of credit for what you guys have poured into your teammates and what you made this place. Because it's been a really special 4 years in my opinion. This year was odd. There was no postseason this year. I know that kind of stunk. I get that. I understand that. But I really hope when you look back on your time here and the 4 years, 5 years, 6 years that you spent here, it will be more than that to you. I can tell you, looking back at my time in college, I can't tell you a single thing that happened on the golf course competitively. I can tell you a lot about the people I met and the people I still stay in touch with to this day. The faculty members I met, the coaches, the staff members, all the different relationships I built while I was there. And I really hope when you guys look back on your time, you guys will look back and fondly, really not even at the sport aspect of it, but all the different stuff, the different people you encountered when you were here. So I want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything you guys have given the University of Jamestown. Let's have a great night. Go Jimmies. We're going to get started with Dean Stork, men's hockey. Hello.
University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, right here. Nathan Lyon, phenomenal. All right, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good meal. The cheesecake was absolutely fantastic. Cheesecake, awesome job. Very good job. First off, I'd like to do the thank yous as well. Tara puts a lot of effort. Barb stepping in as well. Great job, Jimmy James. Can't thank you enough. Secondly, I'd like to thank the leadership of the athletic department, Austin, Bryce, Trey, and Nick. Fantastic job, leadership, leading us coaches. Now let's get to the boys. Unbelievable, seven guys that have been here for 4 years. Fantastic. Across the board, it's going to be tough to replace these guys. I'd like to start off first with the D2 players. If you could just step forward and go over some accomplishments. It's astonishing to see the accomplishments that last 4 years. We have 2 regional tournaments. Granted, there's 150 D2 teams, you might not know. 150 D2 ACHA teams. 2 regional tournaments. Won the Northwest Division Championship, a top 20 ranked, above a 500 winning percentage. Words can't describe how proud I am and what they've done for the culture of the program at the D2 level. Thank you so much, fellas. Now I'd like the D2 to step back and the D1 guys step forward here. We'll talk about their accomplishments. The last 4 years, 2 MCH conference championships, 4 national appearances. Big one with number 1 in the rankings for a total of 3 weeks. 14 straight wins in a row. 20 plus wins a season, and there's 81 ACHA D1 teams. That deserves a round of applause, please. Thank you. And I'll tell you right now, it's not me. It is not me, it's these gentlemen right over here behind me. Phenomenal. Also, my assistant coaches, Nathan Lyon, Zane Fay, phenomenal human beings, culture guys. They bring a lot to the table, and I can't thank you two as well for all you've done for the season. Great season. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, now we'll get into the individual. Start off with the D1 team. Jordan Baraneski, left winger forward, number 21, has been a phenomenal player for the Jimmies over his 4 seasons. He's wasted no time making his impact on Jimmy hockey, breaking the program's goal record his freshman year, and will finish his career with the 2nd most points in Jimmy history with 126 points. Jordan Baraneski. Outside of his record-breaking career on the ice, Jordan has consistently been a light in the locker room as an outstanding teammate and human being. Jordan, we love you, man, and thank you so much what you did for Jimmy hockey. Cole Christensen, centerman forward, number 18, served as assistant captain for the last 2 seasons, helping the team to finish in the top 10 nationally both years. Cole's play has been a massive part of the team for the last 4 seasons, and he will finish with over 50 points. Phenomenal. Cole's character and high compete will be nearly impossible to replicate. Thank you, Cole, for giving everything every day and being a part of the strong culture you have built in Jimmy hockey. Alec Erchuk, defenseman number 23, has been a leader on and off the ice for the Jimmies, helping to establish a culture of excellence within the program. Alex is the definition of a two-way defenseman, shutting down opposing scorers every night while finishing top in assists in Jimmy hockey history with 58 assists. Alex's quiet yet confident presence has helped another anchor the Jimmy defense throughout his career, and his character will be deeply missed. Thanks for everything you did, Alex. Brad Fortin, fresh from a 6-hour flight today from Columbus, Georgia. Just got back today, made it in for the banquet, was down in Columbus, playing in the Federal Professional Hockey League. Well, awesome. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Yeah. Brad Fortin, forward, number 9, 2-year captain. Brad has been beyond excellent in his 4 years with the Jimmies, breaking the program's single-season goals and points record in his sophomore year. In his final season, Brad broke the program's all-time points and goals records with 73 goals and 154 points. Brad has been a phenomenal representative for the Jimmy hockey family, making a massive impact on the Jamestown community, and was also voted third team All-American ACHA D1. Thanks for everything you've done, Brad. Goaltender Jordan Lott, number 30, following his freshman year as the starting goalie for the D2 team. Jordan has served as the D1 backup goalie for the last 3 seasons. teammate, and more importantly, what it means to be a Jimmy hockey player. Thank you so much, Jordan. Matthew Pooley, defenseman, number 22, is a player whose passion for the game, unwavering commitment, and deep sense of accountability have defined his time with UJ Hockey. Matthew has shown what it means to give it all, day in and day out, and his love for the game inspired his teammates. Matthew accumulated a combined total of 7 goals and 66 assists for 73 points for both D1 and D2. Also, academically, a 3.999. In hockey terms, that's a 4.0, baby. Absolutely. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Matthew. Xavier Baker, D2 goaltender, number 1, is admired for his relentless effort and sharp attention to detail. He approaches the game with respect, humility, and a strong faith that shapes the way he competes each day. Baker previously earned all conference honors with a record of 33 wins, 13 losses, and 3 ties. Awesome, and thank you so much, Baker, for everything you've done, buddy. I know that was a lot of stats, really. It's really about the human beings and about the people that they've become. I can't thank them enough for what they've done for our program, hockey program, for the university, the culture, our identity. You know, we talk about it when they first come in. It's about experiences. And, I mean, as a coach, to experience and work head-to-head with these guys every single day was absolute blessing. And I'm really going to miss you guys. I love every single one of you guys. I know you guys are going to be super proud. You're going to do a lot of great things in the world, and all the best. And you know I'm always here for you if you want to reach out. All right, fellas? Love you. That's it. Next up, we have Hannah Griffith with women's hockey.
All right. Good evening. We kind of have a big group here for hockey. We have 9 seniors on our Division 1 team, and our new Division 2 program will go after us. But we'll go in order here. Okay. First of all, just wanted to say how special this group is, because they're an inaugural group here, so they started the women's hockey program here at Jamestown. So that's something pretty special, and I tell them that a lot. But they've been through a coaching change. They've stayed with it. They've been here all 4 years, and that's pretty impressive to do. So they put Jimmy hockey on the map. People are starting to know Jamestown women's hockey when I travel around and recruit, and that's pretty exciting, and they're a part of that. You guys started it. So, all right. I'm not going to go off my script here, so we'll see how it goes. They might laugh at me here. All right. First up, number 7, Kelsey Amick. She is from South Dakota, majoring in exercise science, and Kelsey is going to go on to our PT school in Fargo, so stay with the University of Jamestown. Kelsey is special, kind, nice, always thanking us after practice, always appreciative, played a big role for us on the ice. She kind of jumped into whatever I asked her to do. I called her my little buzzsaw on the ice. She was forechecking and running around out there and doing everything we asked of her. She gets a little worried sometimes if she gets a B because she cares so much about academics, but we're so thankful that you're here and excited that you're going on to the PT school in Fargo. All right, Kelsey. All right, next up, number 3, Jade Baker here. Jade is a psychology major. She's actually going to year not playing hockey, but is going to hang and finish her undergraduate degree. She's going to stay within our program a little bit and help us with social media and fill some other roles, which will be exciting. My favorite thing about Baker is her love and passion for hockey. This girl comes to the rink every single day, excited for practice, excited to compete, and so that is very, very special. You bring the tempo up at practice. Recruits are pretty impressive when you're out there, and yeah, thanks for everything that you've done. All right, next up, number 11, Sam. This is a joke. Her name is Bolak, and I butchered the name for about 2 years, which is a little embarrassing. So in the locker room when I do the line-up, I sprint out after I say her last name. Anyways, Sam is a education major here. She was a defenseman for us. Very strong defenseman. Has one of the best shots in the league. She's super powerful. Led our team as a defenseman in points now for a few seasons. So one of the most offensive defensemen that we have. Extremely impactful. Has put up some huge goals for us. Off the ice, it was pretty special to watch her in the classroom this year. She was finishing up her student teaching, and watching her with kids was pretty special. You're very, very good with children. You're going to be an awesome teacher, and we need those in the world. And so I'm super excited for her. And she'll be headed back to British Columbia, Canada, where she's from, to pursue teaching. Right? All right. All right. Number 2, Jaden Carl's defenseman for us. Jaden wore a C for us. She was a captain for us this year. She transferred in from Botno, so she was there for 2 years, and then we had her to finish her undergraduate here. You were getting your degree in medical lab sciences and going on to NBS and UND for graduate school. Carl's is an amazing human. I'm so happy that we had you. You filled a bunch of roles for us as well. Kind of the mom of the team. Super reliable. We used you in a bunch of different areas on the ice. Very consistent, kind. You have high integrity. You're a very special person, and I'm really glad that you came here to finish your 4 years. Yeah. Okay, next up, number 4, Jada Clayton. Jada, I'm jumping the gun here. Jada just got accepted to PT school up in Canada. Yep, in Manitoba. So I'm super excited for her. There was 60 applicants there, and so she got selected. So that's awesome. Jada wore an A for us as an assistant captain this year. She's quiet and soft-spoken, got a softer demeanor to her, but that's because she leads through example in everything that she does. Everyone follows her. She's first in line for workouts, those kind of things. She's always praised for her teammates. Have you had an A- in school? One A-. So another 2-time academic All-American, pretty impressive, and I'm super proud that you got into your PT school. I know that was stressing you out a bit, and thanks for doing so great and everything you did. Number 8, Mackenzie Cooling. Mackenzie is an education major. She just finished up her student teaching here in Jamestown as well, and she's hoping to stay after and get a job here in the States. She's from Manitoba as well, but wants to stay here in the States. So Cooling is also a very special human, another straight A's, 2-time academic All-American 4.0, and very special to watch in the classroom as well, like some of the videos I saw of you. But on the ice, you were incredible, filling different roles, again, for big things that we asked. You had second and third efforts in all your shift, and you never gave up, and you always stayed with it, and you put up some big goals for us for some big games. So thanks for everything that you did. All right, goaltender here, number 32, Lila Drew. She's from Ontario, so she's a little farther from home. Lila has really led a lot of this program. I think being a player is hard, being a goaltender is even a little tougher at times. Lila played in close to about 60% of our games here, and that's quite a bit for a goaltender. And she was in net for some really big games, really big wins against some really big opponents, and that's ultimately kind of what's kept us on track. school and hopes to open up her own salon. I know your mom does hair too, so if you're gonna rock the hair, maybe you'll do my hair one day. But yeah, Gabby is awesome. Loves hockey, passionate. She's a vocal leader for us. She's intense. I love that you speak up. I love that you speak your mind. You get the girls going. You change the tempo. You got everyone going on the bench. You called it when it needed to be called, and we need a player like that. And you're also very talented and have an incredible in-game shot. And Gabby scored some really, really big goals for us in some really big games. Had some of our biggest overtime goals. Led our team last year in points and got MVP last year on our team too. So very impactful. Had a name on her jersey as an assistant captain for us, and thanks for everything you did. All right, last year, number 88, Bethany Wilgosh. Beth is from Manitoba. Beth is a captain for us this year, wore a C. She is an education major, so she's going to go continue on to do student teaching up in Canada, maybe like back in the States in Fargo. Beth finished tied on our team this year for points. Really, really impactful. Again, scored some big goals in some big games. I've said that, but led the team in assists, and that was huge in some big momentum games. But on top of that, I think you were such an enforcer on the ice. You led with such grit and tenacity, and really you were a huge impact on our penalty kill for hockey, and kind of changed our identity with that. And you worked your butt off till the final buzzer, and really played with a ton of grit, and that went through to the rest of the team. So thanks for everything you did. Yeah. All right, girls. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you did it. Okay. Who is next here? Gracie Fisher with our new Division ECHA team.
All right. So this is our Women's Division 2 team. It was our inaugural season this year. So we had a pretty young team made up of mostly freshmen. And because of that, I leaned on the senior class a lot. And they mean a lot to me. I trusted them to kind of lead by example and to support our younger players. And this group of girls worked really hard to build a foundation for us as a first-year program. And we'll be forever grateful for you girls. So thank you again. But to start, we got number 7, Kylie Lagerquist. Kylie's bright spirit and constant smile have made a lasting impact on our program. In just one season, her growth both on and off the ice has been remarkable. She approaches every challenge with positivity and determination, and there's no doubt she will find success in whatever path she chooses next. Next up, we have number 29, Mackenzie Gibson. The girls call her Grandma. Mackenzie has been the definition of a silent leader. Her willingness to help me with goalie drills, offer advice, and support the team behind the scenes has meant more than she knows. She leads through action and consistency, and I have no doubt her future students will be incredibly fortunate to have Miss Gibson as their teacher. All right, next we have number 36, Ashton Lee. Ashton was a captain for us, and she led with her heart and toughness. She has an unmatched work ethic, and she's one of our hardest workers on the team. She's someone we can always count on to lift the energy and inspire those around her. Her caring leadership and competitiveness will definitely carry her to a great success in the future. All right, and then last but not least, we have Kira Montrose, number 52. Kira's caring nature and commitment to growth have defined her season. Watching her build confidence and step into her potential has been one of the most rewarding parts of this year. The belief she has developed in herself will continue to open doors and shape her success in the years ahead. Seniors this year. we have got the shooting sports coach, John. Oh, and one quick little message. Okay, random side note, it is Kira's birthday today, so could we give her happy birthday on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
All right, good evening, everybody. So I always think that this is going to get easier every year that I have to do this, but it feels like every year it gets harder and harder to let go. And this group up here is an amazing group of seniors. We had our final shoot on Saturday, and as a senior, you know, it's easy to kind of just let things go. But I had scheduled a fundraiser for Sunday and Monday after our final shoot of the year, and it would be easy for a senior to be like, I got better things to do. But these guys showed up and worked hard at it, and we got it done. We moved the whole entire senior center out of Legacy over to their new place. I got like 10 people, and they just worked their butts off. And these guys are part of that. And in shooting sports, we don't fundraise, we don't shoot because it's pretty expensive. So these guys did a killer job, and I truly appreciate their selflessness because this is funding the kids in the future. They could have easily walked away; they're done, but they were there for them. So great group of people, really hard to watch these guys leave. And girls, sorry. All right, so we're going to start it out with Taylor. Taylor Martin. Taylor's always had a way of lighting up the room. Her positive attitude and her big smile were truly infectious. The dedication and hard work she showed were an inspiration to those around her. She took full advantage of every opportunity available to her here at UJ and made the most of her time. It was truly a privilege to watch her grow, develop, and mature into the leader that she has become. While she'll be missed, I'm happy. She will be teaching future generations in Pingree, North Dakota. So she'll be kind of staying around here. I heard there's a lot of crazy people that live up in Pingree, though, so you got to be pretty careful. So, but she's going to do a great job. I'm going to miss her, but fortunately I'll get to see her around. Taylor Martin. All right, Emma Milkey. Emma, my super senior. Emma has been an invaluable member of this team, demonstrating resilience, strong character, and leadership over the past 5 years. Despite facing significant health challenges, I don't think you mind me saying that. She's like a medical miracle. So despite all that though, she remained dedicated to her team and earned a spot on the national team all 5 years. Emma's ability to understand her teammates, communicate effectively, and maintain a calm and positive attitude has made a lasting impact. Her resilience, professionalism, and integrity have positively influenced everyone around her. Emma Milkey. Gabe Sherman, Big Gabe. Gabe is the perfect example of better late than never. After switching to shooting sports later in his college career, he quickly worked his way onto the nationals team. His energy and motivation in the weight room pushed his teammates to be better every day. Gabe embodied the school spirit, spreading his love for all things UJ, and his larger-than-life presence on campus will be greatly missed. Gabe Sherman. Isaac Spiegel. Isaac, our team captain, was the rock for everyone who knew him. Outstanding on the field, exemplary in the classroom. He earned our program's first All-American. Now, not only did he get that, but he got it 4 years? 3 years. 3 years. He was the first one to get it, and he got it 2 consecutive years after that. And in shooting sports world, that's making it to the nationals, but then also having a great point average of 3.6 or higher. And he did it 3 times. He was the first one to do it and kept doing it. So he's never stopped working for his teammates, constantly motivating them to strive for greatness. Isaac's made himself available to students, staff, faculty, outside of all of this because everyone looks to him for advice on the team and outside. So, Isaac Spiegel, he'll be greatly missed. All right, Dylan Splinter. Dylan, Pillon. Inside joke, but I got it right. All right, he is the definition of an overachiever. A great teammate and a strong leader. He never missed a practice, a fundraiser, a lift, and he was always someone that the team could always count on. Although he graduated from UJ in just 3 years, his dedication and work ethic left a lasting impact. While we wish we could keep him for another year, I know wherever he goes, he will be an outstanding asset and represent UJ at the highest level. And now I know where he's going. He's actually going to stay right here in Jamestown, work for Shockridge, along with Isaac. So we get to keep these guys in town for a little while, which is always great to have Jimmy stay here in Jamestown. So that's Dylan Splinter. And last but not least, Olivia. Olivia Boyce Foster? How do I say it now? Yeah. Like that. So, Olivia was more than just a team mom. She was my right hand. She was always there when I needed someone to step in and keep everybody in line. And she was there just as quickly for her teammates when somebody needed a shoulder to lean on. When Olivia stepped away to focus on becoming a full-time mom and finishing her college degree, it left a huge hole in all our hearts. But seeing her with her son, it's clearly being a mother is exactly what she was meant to do. She'll be deeply missed around this team, but she'll never be forgotten. Olivia. All right, and I will be followed by women's volleyball, John Hagerly.
Good evening. This is one of my bittersweet times when this time comes for the senior athletic banquet. And one of the things is I always remember them when they came in here as freshmen on visits, even before they were freshmen. And I see how much they've grown in 4 years here. And the majority of you in this room have a big part to do with that. But most importantly, it's the people they're standing next to. And so there's a saying that iron sharpens iron. I just want to thank the athletes in this room for the type of teammates you are and the ability that you have to bring out the best in each other. And I just think it's great. We get a front row seat as coaches. We get to watch that happen. We get to see you at your worst and at your best. And then we get to see the refined, finished product as they go out to the world. And I was telling someone today, I feel a little bit like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. These young women, you all go out and you do greater things in the world, and I'm prepared for preseason next year. And then the next group goes, and I'm prepared for preseason next year. And the next group goes, and we just see them and all the stuff they're going to do. And this group is no different than the others. And so I'll get going here. We're going to start with number 8, Mia Hins. Even though she was only with us for 6 months, it feels like Mia was a Jimmy for 4 years. I remember watching Mia play at our camps and compete in high school, both in the gym and in the sand. She kicked my daughter's butt one year. She is a woman of few words, but when she does speak, her words say a lot. One of our core values is humility. Few embody humility, as does Mia. Mia started coming early to practice to get some extra reps and to just play more volleyball. Soon the rest of our DSs joined her, and soon before most practices, the majority of the team was out on the court competing, whether it was 2s, 3s, 5s, or 6s. I love Mia's passion and hunger to get better, her affection and care for her teammates, and her love for volleyball. I really wish she could have been a Jimmy earlier in her career, my bad. But I'm so grateful for the time that she was. Once a Jimmy, always a Jimmy, Mia. Number 8, Mia Hintz. Number 13, Lily Birch. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord and not for man." This is so appropriate when reflecting on Lily's time here. She did everything with all of her heart. Thank God she was created with a huge heart. A heart for her Jesus, a heart for her family, a heart for her teammates, a heart for challenges and opportunities that the Lord put in front of her, and apparently now a heart for her fiancé Dylan as well. I will always carry with me a picture of her smile, an impression of her effort, a glimmer of her joy, and a spark of her passion. Her smile shared so much joy and hope, and also carried her through so many challenges. Her effort was always full bore. Her joy was written on her face and in her countenance, and her passion was fueled by her faith and her love for her teammates. It also says in Scripture that it is more blessed to give than it is to receive. That being so, as much as we have been blessed by Lily these past 4 years, I'm certain that Lily has been blessed immeasurably. Number 13, Lily Birch. Number 15, Ava Mueller. When I think of Ava, my heart smiles because Ava is the embodiment of joy. Her joy is contagious and lifts everyone in the room. Ava loved playing volleyball, and Ava loved her teammates. Her wholehearted proclamation of "it's a choice" still reverberates in my head and in my heart. Few have embodied Jimmy volleyball as Ava, full of enthusiasm, full of grace, full of love, full of can-do attitude. I always say that nothing worthwhile in life is ever easy. Of course, Ava's journey as a Jimmy embodied this as well. Things didn't always go Ava's way, and it was a tough road for her. But as is Ava's character, she turned lemons into lemonade, and her passion, love, joy, and grace grew even stronger. I'm so thankful that God brought Ava to you, Jay, and for the numerous ways she has impacted all of our hearts. Number 15, Ava Mueller. I truly believe that our number one asset in this world is the impact we have on others. Mia, Lily, and Ava certainly have carried this torch, and I can't thank them enough for the impact they've had on this program, and I'm so excited to see the breadth of their impact in the years to come. Thank you. I'm going to introduce in his inaugural year as the Jimmy men's volleyball coach and becoming a good friend, Toby Renz.
Thank you, John. I too want to take this moment to thank leadership, Austin for giving me this opportunity, and Polly also. It's a process, and for me, I'm learning the Jimmy way, and it hasn't even been a year yet. I think I'm looking at 10 months here, and during this time, it's been enlightening. It's been learning how to serve at a different level, and with my team, for any of you that know the men's volleyball team, our makeup we're rather young, and young is an understatement. We had 13 freshmen and a few sophomores. That was the case all fall, and then starting in January, this rather tall man walks into the gym. We're a couple weeks, I think, into practice at that point, and I've only known him for a few months. And Kale, you're going to hear a lot more about him from the soccer side because he's a multi-sport athlete. huge value because he brought some senior maturity and his perspective paid off greatly for the volleyball team. Number of conversations, in particular, I remember one in the locker room with the team. Kale spoke about having moments. And you can have moments of greatness, you can have moments of frustration, you can have moments where you might have failed out on the court or in practice. And he kind of provided the framework for our team, for a very young team, to have a really good perspective on both practice and competition. That made a huge impression on me, and then I want to tell you about one of his great moments that he has as a player. I had an opportunity to play him for the very first time, and we were on the road. Toward the end of the set, he came in, and the way the team celebrated just his sub coming in, you would have loved to have been there because I think it just spoke volumes to who he is and his character. The bench erupted when I called his number, and he hadn't even got in yet, hadn't even scored a point. But he came in, he scored his first point, block I think it was, and a kill. Got them both in there. But then again, huge, massive eruption with the bench, everybody on the court. I have a term called mudita. It's a Buddhist term, and it's the idea of happiness or pure joy for someone else's success. And there's probably no greater moment for the team this year when they showed that happiness and pure joy for his success. And for me, that's a great memory. I appreciate everything that he gave to the team, and you helped the very young team that we have grow in many ways. Thank you. Hand off to Jarvis, cross country, men's and women's track.
All right, just thank you for having us. Thanks for putting this together. It's really special for all the senior athletes, and we appreciate it. As usual, I want to thank my staff. Nothing we do could be done without the assistant coaches, and as such, I'd like to read their quotes for the event group athletes that they know best. We'll start with the sprints group, and Sam Clute, his quote for Kale Church. In the time I've spent as Kale's coach, we've had our fair share of both ups and downs. However, there has been one thing that has remained consistent: the passion he has for track and field. Between having to force him to put a shirt on for practice while it's 40 degrees outside, reminding him of the bigger picture during practices and meets, and seeing the joy in his entire being when he has a breakthrough, I've never once looked at him and saw an athlete who didn't love the sport. Time and time again, he has used this love to carry himself through the lows and amplify his highs. I'm grateful for the time I've had with Kale, and I know he'll use the passion I spoke so highly of to continue to reach new heights. Kale Church. Our biggest group of graduates this year is from the throws group, so we have all of them coming next. Quotes are from Coach Len. So Brenna Held is first. Brenna has contributed to the UJ Throws event group since she stepped on campus, and she is a 10-time conference qualifier in the shot put, hammer, and weight throw. She has become one of the most successful throwers in UJ history, as she currently ranks second in the 20-pound weight throw and fourth in both the shot put and hammer on the Jimmy Top 10 list. Not only is she a leader to the throws group, but she is an excellent student and role model to her teammates. Her organizational skills allow her to balance practice, lifting, nursing classes, and work, and contribute at a high level for each. Together with Gibby, she keeps the sophomore boys in line, saving me many headaches. Brenna Hill. Up next is Mackenzie Gibson. Despite sharing time with hockey, Mackenzie Gibson outdoor season in hammer throw and discus. She is a 5-time conference qualifier in those events. Last spring, Gibby became the UJ school record holder in the hammer throw. An excellent student, this spring she has balanced student teaching with 2 sports and made an impact with the throws group in the weight throw. After a single season, she ranks 3rd in the weight throw on the Jimmy Top 10 list. Together with Brenna, she keeps the sophomore boys in line, saving me many headaches. Coach Lund and Mackenzie Gibson. Last for the throws group is Sam Ryland. Sam's hard work in the weight room and technical development made him a solid contributor to the Jimmy Throws program. Sam is a 9-time conference qualifier in the discus, hammer throw, weight throw, and shot put. Despite a career-ending knee injury, Sam stepped up, shared his experience, and has helped coach his teammates this season. Sam just laughs at the sophomore boys and shakes his head. Up next, we have our pole vault group graduate, Quinn Vassenquit. Although the last 4 seasons have flown by, Quinn has always been quietly making the most of her experience. Her habits, perseverance, and big personality have allowed her to grow as an athlete and develop significantly as a person and teammate. I hope that she continues to be her most genuine self, looks back with fondness at the memories she created here, and I cannot wait to see the positive impact she will make on the people around here after graduation. From Connor Salisbury, Quinn Vassenquit. We have one graduate from the cross-country and distance group, Liam Pospisil. Liam is one of the last remaining athletes from the cross-country distance group who came in prior to my arrival. He is someone who always works hard and pushes his limits at practice and meets. I have also seen a lot of positive personal growth from Liam over the course of his time here. I'm proud of his growth in his communication ability and in his persistence to stay with distance running throughout his time at UJ. Liam Pospisil. Thanks, guys. Up next is Jared Lentz with golf.
Well, like everyone else has said, thanks Eve and everyone for having us out here. Bryce, keeping us compliant to have that talk this week again. And then we'll just kind of honor these 2 here. Start with Taylor from Fargo. So right down the road, she'll be a little different from Logan here. She's spent the last 2 years juggling dual sport. Spent the last semester doing some student teaching. While also competing for us. She had a career low 79 at the UJ Invite this past fall. And we just really appreciate her doing everything for us as well as the campus. So Taylor Martin. And then on the flip side, we have Logan Douglas, come all the way from Stanley, England. He's the only guy on our men's team that isn't the drive home for the weekend, so we appreciate everything he's done. Same thing, he's been in and out of the lineup for us the last couple of years. Career low 71 at the conference tournament last year, and just always is a leader for us on the course and in the weight room, so we really appreciate that and all you've done for us. And then the big thing on my end for these guys is they've had 2 head coaches. Dustin came in as the interim. It's kind of a lot for 4 years, so I appreciate you guys, kind of taking me in and taking me along this ride. So appreciate it. Thanks everyone. Go James. And I will introduce women's swim and dive.
up, we have Abby. So, Abby, I wrote this to you, so sorry, I didn't know how this worked. You're someone you bring so much light to this team. You work incredibly hard, but at the same time, you always bring fun, you always make people laugh, and people just want to be around you, and I think that's super awesome. You're a kind teammate. You notice when someone just needs a little extra encouragement, whether it's a teammate, just someone in your life, or a coach, and we appreciate that so much. We're gonna miss you. Like, we're really gonna miss you a lot. Abby Martin, everybody. Next up, we have Mia Spiegel. Her husband's right there. You are so special, Mia. Your calm and kind presence have made such an amazing impact on our team. I think out of everybody in our team, you're such a great leader to us, and everybody looks up to you. You lead by example every single day through your discipline, your consistency, and your incredible love for God, and I think that's so special. I'm going to miss you just as much as the team's going to miss you. Both of you have made such a lasting impact, not just on the program, but on every person you got to meet along the way here at UJ. We're going to miss you both more than you probably realize, but we're also incredibly proud of you and everything you've accomplished. I can't wait to see what's next for you. Thank goodness you have staying in Jamestown. Good luck in everything that comes your way, and just know that you'll always have a team here cheering for you. Thank you. Next up, we have men's basketball, Casey Bergerman.
As these guys are coming up here, I'd just like to give a shout out to all of you senior athletes. It's really an amazing thing that you guys did this year with the transition up into Division II, just being trailblazers, staying here and competing and taking on that challenge, because that's really what life is all about, is those challenges that you get. And you guys had a special one this year that was so fun to watch as a coach in the second year as a Jimmy, to see you guys come into the NSIC in NCAA Division II and just having an awesome year. And I know the success that this athletic department is going to have in the future is going to be built on the foundation that you guys had this year. So thank you for that. I got a great group up here, including our assistant coach, Taff Dak, and really appreciate everything he does for the program. But I love coaching these guys. Getting to coach them is such a blessing, and we're going to miss them greatly. First one up here is Owen Heckner. Owen is a man of few words, but it's been so fun to see him grow as a leader from his first year as a Jimmy, which was last year, to this year as a Jimmy. He had an excellent year on the court, and also is a 4.0 student. So we're really proud of Owen. He has a job lined up at Titan Machinery in Fargo, so that's what he'll be doing next. Owen Heckner. Next up is Quentin Snell. Quentin is the glue to our locker room, and it's special to see a guy who really doesn't have a huge impact on the box score have such a gigantic impact on our locker room. One of those things where if Quentin's gone for a day of practice due to academics and taking all of his engineering classes, his absence is felt. And he's going to be one of those guys that is going to be probably standing up next to these guys when they get married one day as a group, and that's the type of dude he is. So we're super thankful for Quentin and all he's done for the program. He'll be finishing up his mechanical engineering degree here next year at UJ. Quentin Snell. I'm going to go with Davis Walker next year. Davis is playing his 6th year of college basketball with the Jimmys. Had a COVID year, had a medical redshirt in there as well. And we're recruiting him last spring, and we told him, hey, we're going to be going through this transition. And we need guys to come in and really buy into leading the University of Jamestown into Division II. Davis had 5 years of NCAA Division II experience playing at Maryville. It was like, Coach, let's do it. Go Jimmys. And we're so just thankful for what he did for our program this year. He's the type of dude that walks into our locker room, and a month later, everyone's calling him President Walker. That's the type of dude he is. And he's going to be a very successful professional in whatever he does. He's going to get healthy with his knee. He's going to go overseas and play for a little bit. Ian played his final 2 years of eligibility with the Jimmies, and obviously had a ton of success this year on the court. NSIC North Player of the Year. I could probably list off a lot of statistics, but Ian had an incredible year, and he really shined when he was on the court. You could just see it. If you watched him play, he just shined. He had a smile on his face, and the special thing about Anthony, and why I think he shined, was it was all about his teammates. It was always about his teammates, and there was a lot of pressure on him and a lot of weight on him as being one of the better players in the conference, but he always made it about others. And I thought that was a perfect example of what a Jimmy is all about, and it takes a special human being to lead a team like he did this year. So, and really proud of you. He's going to head over to Greece next year to play some professional basketball. So, proud of him for that. And maybe we can get a trip out of the deal too. Anthony Walters. Next up will be Pat Sankey and women's basketball.
Well, lots of thanks tonight, and thanks to all of you. Obviously, Big Frenzel sitting in the back. Coleman Lind is our graduate assistant. Just a fantastic staff, and I think back to a couple first experiences. Hallie Crockett is graduating in 3 years as a nursing major, which in itself is an incredible accomplishment. And 3 years ago, moving in freshman year, we stood right over here with her class. And just the week before that, we had announced, hey, we're going to NCAA Division II, and the excitement and the unique experience of not just 3 different leagues in 3 years, but all the interesting places that basketball has taken us over those 3 years that Hallie's been on our team. And then Emily Kurkowski, Emily's first time playing here, she was playing for Wilson State on our court, and just kind of cool to think about that path. A little bit long and windy, a little bit, but lots of adversity overcome for both of these ladies, and just a really neat story to see them get all the way to commencement this weekend. So I just want to be thankful for that tonight, and get to their senior quotes here. Emily's an incredible example of resilience, physical resilience, overcoming multiple injuries, and really persevering the season to have a big role for our team. Her determination throughout college basketball career has positively impacted our program. Thanks for choosing me, Jay, Emily. Hallie's commitment to excellence includes basketball and academics, battling through a season-ending injury for sophomore year, and returning to the court this season is a great example of her toughness and commitment. Hallie's bright future as a nurse is positively impacted by her commitment to our team. Thanks, Hallie. Next up, Justin is
All right, we're going to make this quick. These two guys have specifically asked to be up here for less than a minute, so we're going to go. Kel Calder, Utah's finest, captain this year, guy who is a leader's leader. He was a guy that I think captains also look to be kind of what's going to happen today. Scored the most goals this season, so happy to have him in his final season score more goals than he has in all 4 years. Very excited to see what he does for his future. He's somebody that's going to leave an impact in that locker room downstairs. So hopefully we can find somebody to replace him. And if not, then I'm going to ask him to come back. Kel Calder. All right, Jackson Becker. What can I say about Jackson Becker? He's got a unique personality. He is somebody somebody that you can hear screaming from the top of his lungs walking down the stadium. He's somebody who does have a very good soccer brain, so talking just about the game with him was always a pleasure, and it was fun to just get to know his side of things. He was somebody who either came off on the bench, started some games, but always came in and was not afraid to get a yellow card. I think in the last game he did ask if he could get a red card, so luckily he did not. But he was somebody who got injured halfway through the season, missed a few games, was late to our flight one time, and then we ended up getting him back towards the end of the season. So I was very excited to get him back, and for both of these guys to be here in their senior with me as our new head coach was enjoyment, and hopefully I can't wait to see what you guys do next. But I got a special surprise for Mr. Becker. He's a Boston Bruins fan. He goes to Minnesota. I'm from Buffalo, New York, so tomorrow's game 5, and I have a present for you because I want you to understand what it's going to be like when we win. So I need you to wear this for the rest of the day and possibly even tomorrow. Thanks for everything you've done, and I wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. Hey, Becker wins soccer.
Thank you for all being here tonight. While they're coming up, we've got a special group, 6 of them. 5 of them made it. May Harriman is not here tonight. She's an engineering major studying for her exam. So we'll get started with Isa. Isa Garcia, psychology major from Oxnard, California. She's a hardworking leader, charismatic. She's not a fan of morning practices, but she always brought her energy, jokes, and ready to compete. She's our team mom. Isa was a great example for the younger players. Her leadership and dedication will be dearly missed. Isa Garcia. Next up, her sidekick, Serena Galvin. Both JUCO transfers, and they hit it off right away. Also psychology major from Hanford, California. Serena made an instant impact on the program with her wittiness, sense of humor, and her original character. There's never a dull moment with Serena. Her bubbly personality, her brightly colored nails. Oh, they're actually white today. Shoot. Charlie? She adds color to the day all the time. We'll miss having Serena around. All right, next up, we got our local kid. Exercise science major, Haley Nelson from Jamestown, North Dakota. Haley's definitely the definition of hard work. Whether it was a scrimmage, a practice, a game, usually we had to dial her back down a little bit because she always gave 110%. And if that meant running someone over, she was going to do that. So every once in a while we had to dial her back down a little bit. But definitely the player that was going to uplift her teammates to a different level. She was a physical influence on the team, and we're definitely going to miss her presence on the field. Haley Nelson. Next up, nursing major from Grand Forks, Hannah Heineck. Hardworking, organized, determined. Just a couple traits to list off for Hannah. Very good academic career on the field. She not only thrived, but she was also a great friend, a leader, and a competitor on the field. Came back from a torn ACL, came back as best she could, and did a great job, never complained. She's a great example of hopefully what all the Jimmies leave here as. So, Heineck. Our last one is Valentino Velasquez. Are you right? Okay, close. From Cochabamba, Bolivia. I probably got that wrong as well, but that's okay. Smiley, as you can see, polite. She's quiet, she's bubbly, and it takes her a little while to kind of get out of that shell. We didn't really learn her subtle personalities until really about a month and a half in. And after after she recovered from her 4th ACL, by the way. So what we learned with that is she was kind of like the team. I better not say that one. She's definitely our team mom. We'll say that. She was acting. She's got an old soul. She took care of everybody. Her 4th ACL. She showed us that her determination was to work hard every single day. Whatever the setback may be, was supposed to be eligible to play in August. Didn't get until mid-September, but never lost a smile on her face. And I think that's a good thing that we'll miss with Valentina, is that bright smile. Thank you, Valentina. Next up, Coach Hager, baseball. Uh-oh, I forgot. Sorry, Charlie. I forgot. My GA has graduated. Spent 2.5 years, been my assistant. I almost forgot I wrote it down on the bottom, but I didn't read it. But thank you, Charlie, for your 2.5 years.
All right, I want to start by saying thank you to Ginny James and the Ginny District Club for putting on this event as well. When I was a senior, there were 17 people in the room, and we have a couple hundred tonight, so it's an honor to be here, and we really appreciate what you guys do for us. I also want to thank my assistant coaches, Ryan Iloff, Elias Sawan, Chase Burke, JT Sprague, Jason Shutt, and Adrian Alvarez. Thanks what you do for Ginny Baseball. And I want to thank the seniors that are behind me. Anytime you navigate a season like we've had with 40-plus games on the road, 30-some nights in a hotel room, you need guys behind you that are willing to lead, and they've done a phenomenal job of it. I'm really proud of how they've taken care of business in a first-class manner the entire year. To my left, I've got Ben Bowman. Ben has been an absolute difference maker since the day he showed up on campus. He's been a workhorse on the mound, and the guy we want to have the baseball at the end of the game. He is electric, athletic, and a grinder. The swagger and confidence that he brings to the team will definitely be missed. We are proud to have called Ben Ginny. Number 1, reliever from Cheyenne, Wyoming, Ben Bowman. Next up, Dallas Cummins. Dallas is a first-class dude. He's a team-first guy and carries himself like a professional on and off the field. His speed and athleticism can change the course of the game at any moment. We're excited about Dallas's future, and we know he will always wear the orange and black with pride. Number 12, outfielder from Vauxhall, Alberta, Dallas Cummins. Next up, Elias Harris. Elias is a tremendous human being. He is the true definition of a Ginny, and he exemplifies that in everything he does on and off the field. Elias is going to make a major impact on many people, and we will all have front row seats to watch this journey. Number 16, right-handed pitcher from Moorhead, Minnesota, Elias Harris. Matson Hoff. Matson is the perfect example of a team-first guy. He cares about his teammates and brings a blue-collar mentality every day when he shows up to the yard. We are lucky he wore the orange and black, and we are very thankful for what he does every day on the baseball field for Ginny Baseball. Our catcher, number 32 from Ashby, Minnesota, Matson Hoff. Next up, Makai Mayfield. Kai is special to Ginny Baseball. He truly makes the game of baseball enjoyable for his teammates and all of us coaches. He also brings a high level of energy and passion to every practice and game. There is no doubt he makes the people around him better every day, and we're fortunate to have called him a Ginny. Nebraska, number 14, Kai Mayfield. Jed Nelson. Jed, too, has been an absolute difference maker. His work ethic, gamer mentality, resilience, and professionalism are all qualities that our entire team respects. We are proud to say that Jed Nelson is and always will be a Ginny, our second baseman. From Odessa, Washington, number 6, Jed Nelson. Ben Patton. Ben has been a pleasure to work with since the first day he showed up on campus, 5 years ago, right? He is a first-class individual, and he does it the right way on and off the field. He is always looking for ways to not only better himself, but better all the people around him. He is the true definition of a Ginny. I know that Ben has a very bright future, and we are all looking forward to seeing what the world has in store for him. Outfielder, right-handed pitcher, Bismarck, North Dakota, number 18, Ben Patton. Julian Romero. Julian has been an absolute privilege to coach. He is scrappy, he's a hustler, and he's a dirtbag type of player. But he's also an even better person. We know there are many bright days ahead for Julian, and we are proud that he's worn the orange and black. Outfielder number 8 from Cheyenne, Wyoming, Julian Romero. Luke Zimmer. Luke has been a staple of baseball, a staple of Ginny baseball for the last 5 years. In fact, he has the most starts on the mound in Ginny baseball history. He is a tremendous human being and a man of many talents. It has truly been an enjoyable experience to watch him learn and grow, and we look forward to seeing all that he will do in the future. Right-handed pitcher from Belleville, North Dakota, number 20, Luke Zimmer. Thank you again for all you do for Ginny Athletics. Now I'm going to pass the mic over to my office mate, Kevin Gall, with softball.
Well, I'm always very impressed with everybody at the banquet here. It's just amazing to see everybody come up here and all the great things people say about them. The coaches are awesome, and the student athletes are even more awesome. When this group came in 4 years ago, we felt like we had a really good freshman class, and they proved that right away. Many of them got playing time as a freshman, and it just kind of was establishing a base for the future. And that all kind of went as planned, as we were able to win the conference championship last year in the North Star Conference. And these guys wanted me to tell everybody in the room here that we were the only team that won a conference championship last year. So that's from them. Not really. I just sprung that on them. But we had a great year this year so far. And one of the coolest things I think about it that we sometimes forget about with us spring sports is when I was on the road. Coach mentioned they were on the road for 40 straight games, and we've played most of our games at home so far. So that's probably a first, when it comes to our program. Bristol Wojcik. She's from Brillion, Wisconsin, and she's a person of high character, made a lot of friends right away when she got on campus, which, kind of tells a little bit about her. She's a pitcher. She sustained some injuries over the course of her time here and kind of turned into a student coach for us. And we always valued her input with things, and she was a big part of our conference championship last year, helping with pitch charting and spray charts and all that kind of stuff. We counted on her for that, and she's someone that everyone back here could always count on, and she made it to most everything that she could get to, and she's really become a really strong student body member involved with the religious department and things like that, and we're glad she came here. She was referred from an alumni, and she was a perfect fit right away when she got here. So let's hear it for Bristol Wojcik. Tori Olson is from Bismarck, North Dakota. She's a utility player, competitor, dependable, mentally tough. Tori has been would be a great softball coach if she ever desired to do that. Her teammates always could count on her to step in and give a quality performance when called upon. Effort, reliability were never a problem for her. The way she took care of her teammates was impressive. We gave her the Sam Ham Award this year, which is basically a title we give to somebody who's the best teammate on our team. And we have a lot of great girls on the team. This is the first time I said it in front of a group. But she definitely is someone that everybody leans on. She takes care of everybody, and she's a very confident young woman, and she's going to do a lot of great things. And we had her here for 2 years. She wanted to be a pitcher, so she went down and pitched at junior college, and I recruited her out of high school to be a second baseman, and she did whatever we asked her to do, and she's basically here because she's a really good person, and she's local and great family, and she's just one of those girls that you love because she just loves everything and everybody, and always wants to help. And she's a good horseback rider as well. She likes to ride horses. So thanks very much, Tori. Trinity Gregg, she'll end up with a master's degree at the end of the year after playing 4 years for us. She's a smart player of the team. She's 4-time all-conference. In my opinion, I believe she's a shoe-in for all-conference this year, but we'll see how things go. When people come to watch us, they always want to know who's that number 6, because when she gets on base, people just love to watch her run. She's been a very strong contributor for us over her career. When Trin is at the plate, you got to pay attention, because if she hits the gap, it could be it's going to be a triple, but it could be a inside the park home run, and people just love watching that. She has the ability to be productive pretty much all 4 years. She sets the tone for us both offensively and defense. And usually if the ball's hit into center field anywhere but in the bubble, because the bubble we set it up, we have to set it up in there so the outfield is too big. But pretty much any time the ball's hit in the air to center field or to center field, she's got it, and she'll track it down for our pitchers. And like I said, she's going to have her master's degree here shortly, and she's just a go-getter. Anytime there's something to be done, she gets it done, and she's going to be successful. Anything she does, she's a success, and she took up selling Cutco knives this summer, and she's in the top 1% hard to say no to. So, from Barnesville, Minnesota, the best player we've ever had from Barnesville, Minnesota, Trinity Gregg. All right, Abby Blair. We've gotten a few Oregon players, 2 to be specific, in my career. So Abby provided a smile and strength to our team. She plays pitcher and right field, and that's where she's kind of made a home in the last 4 years, mostly in the circle. Her persistence and hard work for her teammates and her love for the game has put her in the position to have success. She's somebody you can always count on. Like if I tell them, get a weight workout in on your own, like she's probably already got it done. You don't even have to tell her. So watching her progress over the last 4 years has been a very gratifying experience for all of us coaches, and her persistence in the program has definitely earned her some respect. In my opinion, as she continues to mature, the best is yet to come for Abby Blair. And we always love it when she brings that smile to the locker room, and it certainly helps bring our team into a better spot in terms of our happiness. So, great parents, great family, and Abby is an exercise science major, and is she smiling? All right, Abby Blair, pitcher. Sydney Grindler from South Dakota. Real quick story. Saw her play when she was like 12, and so it doesn't sound like it's going to be a quick story, but I'll make it a quick story. So kind of saw her and like, that girl is something special. And so I kind of forgot about her, as years go on. And then it's like every now and then you'd see Brookings Outlaws, and it's like, I got to find that girl. I got to find out her name. Got to find out who she is and what's her story. And so I don't know if any of you have heard of a guy named Darren Erstead, but his sister lives in Brookings, and so I'm thinking, she might be the only person I know in Brookings, and she doesn't know me, but somehow got a hold of her and said, I'm looking for a Sydney Grindler. Anybody know how I can get a hold of her? And it just so happens that they went to the same church. So pretty soon I had her number, and one thing led to another, and she was deciding between a few schools, and we were lucky enough to get her. So thanks to Heidi Erstead, we were able to track her down. So intelligent, very powerful. Sydney would be a great softball coach someday and teach young people. She's a great leader. She's got a powerful bat. If she ever just got a hold of it, I mean, who knows how far it would go. I'm pretty sure she can hit it 300 feet, which is almost unheard of for college softball players, but she can do it. She's got that ability, and the way she led our team, she pretty much was a captain for 3 years, and so the potential she has in the world is almost unlimited. She's just got a natural ability to be a leader. Some people believe that only some people out there are able to lead, and she's a natural. So I think there's going to be a lot of success happening in her future, and we're super satisfied, 100% satisfied with her work ethic and reliability and her leadership and her productivity, and she's like a coach on the field. She's just awesome. So, Sydney Grindler, first baseman, Brookings, South Dakota. Maddie Stengel. She's a biology major, and she's the best player I've ever had from Amarillo, North Dakota. Amarillo, high school, Grand Forks Central, right? And so she came to us. Maddie developed continually over the years she was here as a player and as a person. She was kind of on the verge of being a starter for us after her sophomore year. She was playing really well and hitting really well and got some time in her sophomore year, and then just had bad luck after that. And just one little nagging injury after the other, and here we are. So I think that I totally respect what she's accomplished here, and just the stick-to-itiveness, her persistence, the way she handles her academics, and her commitment to the team is just it'll be hard to forget. And I kind of am always amazed just watching her hit in the cage, like she just, I guess, pounds the ball, and she just pounds the ball, and she makes it look so easy. So when it comes to Maddie, it was kind of one of those deals where it was just kind of not meant to be. But she'll be one that will be missed because of her persistence and her love for the game. So Maddie Stengel. She'll be going to med school and doing things in that realm of the world. She was going to go into PT and then decided to go to med school instead. So hats off to Maddie Stengel. Sonia Rogers, she's a California girl and majoring in psychology. She probably should have played a lot of shortstop for us while she was here because she's an outstanding shortstop. But we always had one that was as good or a little better than her. We've had some pretty good shortstops, but she's an amazing player, competitor, dependable, mentally tough. Overcame a lot of stuff while she was here with the guidance of her advisors and all that kind of stuff. She was very reliable for our team and never a problem. She just really had a great 4 years for us, and she plays the outfield for us. She's probably, I think the coaches kind of consider her, one of our top outfielders and have for the last 4 years. So Sonia's been playing quite a bit this year in right field and doing a good job in the NSIC conference. And it's just, you can't say enough, really. I could talk all night about Sonia Rogers and the things that she's been able to do while she's here. So we're very grateful that she came here, and her uncle Keith wants to go fishing this weekend. And so he's been asking me for 4 years to go fishing up here. He's usually going on the ocean, and I'm going to take him on the dirty lake out here and try to catch a walleye. So Sonia Rogers, thank you very much. Maddie Spaeth, business major, character, quiet leadership. I don't think she started talking until this year. She's very responsible, great player. She just got tremendous range. She played third base for us for a couple of years, and then we always kind of had her as our backup shortstop, and she's batted third for us. She's a great player, hardworking. I always tell people, everybody gets down on her plaque, but she can roll out of bed and hit 300. That's the kind of person she is. Just natural ability and just tough. Never been injured. If she has, I didn't know about it. And great defensive player. Makes things look easy. One of the highest compliments that I could give her is she's someone that we could always count on when the game was on the line. And it's been a fast 4 years, but here they are. Thanks to Maddie Spaeth and all of you seniors. So, Maddie's Faith. You, best for last, Kylie. Never had an engineering major. She's the first one that graduated from our program. Gave our team a solid pillar to build from on the corner. She played third base and first base, mostly started for us at first. Dependable, smart, athletic. She's fast. I think that's one of those things that kind of gets overlooked with her. We had to give Trinity some crap early in the year because Kylie was leading the team in stolen bases. Not for long, but she was. She had 3 in the first 3 games, I think. So she just gives us a consistent person to put out on the field, reliable. She set the tone for many games for us, both offensively and defensively. And she always plays hard. Always been the type of person that's going to work hard in the weight room, on the field, at practice, that type of stuff. And one great moment for her the other day, we were playing the University of Marietta conference game, and she came up to the plate late in the game with a winning run on second. Base hit's going to win it, and she smacks onto the left center gap, and it almost went out. It went off the fence, and she kept running to second. Didn't stop at second, kept running to third, and the team's all celebrating because we won the game, and she looks at me like, what's going on? So she can really smack the ball, and I think she's really just kind of reaching her potential as we stand here. So it's going to be fun to see how she's already got an engineering job, nailed her first interview, and she's all set and ready to go. So Kylie Hensing. I went longer than anybody else. Okay, E-Team Sports, Gabe.
I'd like to start off with a couple of quick thank yous. Thank you to the Jimmy Janes and for everyone here tonight putting on this event and having us here. And thank you to the college as a whole and leadership for continuing to support esports. It's a really special program, and coming in this year as my first year, I was just kind of floored by how much support these guys have and how great they are to be able to get this. Finally, thank you to my seniors, all of you guys, and then as well as the seniors who weren't able to make it tonight. I'll start with a couple of quick words for each of them, and then we'll go into these fine gentlemen who were able to make it here tonight. Starting with Mark Geldia. Despite only competing for 1 semester on the team, he's been a long-time member of the community and a pillar of the culture at UJ Esports. As a shoutcaster for many of our streams, as well as Dungeon Master and community leader for the D&D club, which has a pretty good relationship with esports as well. Mark has been just a shining pillar of positivity and can-do attitude. I don't think I've ever seen that guy without a smile. So thank you, Mark, wherever you are. Up next, we got Zach Huget. He is probably one of our most mechanically talented players. He picks up games super quickly, and he's just been an absolute star in every single roster, every single position that we've had him play. Looking forward for both Zach and Mark to continue their involvement in esports beyond graduation. Zach hopefully coming back as graduate assistant, and Mark as well as assistant coach for one of our rosters. Super excited for both of them. Austin Morris, again a new arrival, joined the Overwatch team in his senior year and started out having never played competitively on keyboard and mouse before, picking it up super quickly, and he was awarded our most improved player, our most rapid improvement this year for his just absolute star mentality. Quieter, more just absolutely radiates positive energy and is a great support for any player that or any team that he plays on. He was given the Flex Award for how much flexibility and variance that he's shown throughout his tenure at UJ Esports. Another great person to just have around in that space. It's impossible not to be happy when you're around Charlie. Finally, for everyone except for these guys, we got Ben Zuther, another more quieter, more reserved, soft-spoken type, but absolutely just a mental titan. That was the superlative that he was awarded at our awards banquet the other day. He is an absolute pillar of our Counter-Strike roster and a big reason how they're able to constantly bring the comebacks and just put on a great show. Super genuine guy. Everyone loves Ben. Up next for these gentlemen up here, I also start with Gabe. Gabe Sherman. Sherman is one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. It's hard to imagine the rosters that Gabe competes on without Gabe. Always trying to motivate every single person, super passionate, and really brings the best out of everyone he competes with. Gabe, thank you for your time here. Ian. Everybody knows Ian. If you don't know Ian, I don't know where you've been these last 4 years. This was the first 5 years, shout out Ian. The first Jimmy student that I ever met, and I can't think of a better introduction to what it means to be a Jimmy and what it means to be here competing at UJ Esports. Just an absolute treasure to work with. Hall of Fame inductee for Esports this year. Has been competing, has been communicating, has been playing, and just a pillar of competition, of positive energy, and a huge pillar of the culture. Ian, thank you for everything you've given to the program. Luke, I only got to know you for one semester, but it was a treasure. It was an absolute great semester. Luke is through and through a leader of men. I don't think I've ever seen such a positive leader and a good influence on a new roster. Luke, in-game leader as well as the captain for a new team coming in, and just absolutely rocked it. Whether or not he was actively playing in the server or whether he was leading from the sidelines, he was never not giving it his all. And despite only being around for one semester, has made for one of my semesters, has made a great impact in my introduction to the program. Thank you, Luke. Last but not least, we got Liam. And what couldn't be said about Liam? Liam is probably the most passionate player that I've seen in this program. He gives his all every single match, and he gives it all every single practice, coming in every day and working hard. Whether he's the captain or whether he's just a player on the rosters that he plays on, he is bringing the best out of all the people around him. And getting to travel with him and his team this past semester was an absolute treat. And getting to watch Liam play and see how he interacts with the game, one of the most, like I said, passionate, intelligent, and thoughtful players that I've ever seen. Liam, once again, a Hall of Fame inductee. Thank you for everything you give to the program. One last thank you to everybody and to all of my seniors, and I will give it up to Sarah Stello for the Jimmy James. Shout out Evan, GA of the program, hopefully joined by Zach as well as coming here. Always available for everything that I need. I'm constantly throwing everything that piles up on my plate onto Evan, and he's always able to get it done, whether it's 3 in the morning or 3 p.m. Sometimes that's when he wakes up. So thank you, Evan.
starting off with Kenzie, we fight like we've known each other our whole lives, but over the past few years being in school with her has been nothing but a pleasure. She's an exercise science major. She'll be going to PT school, maybe if she decides. But she's just a blessing to be around. She's super positive all the time when she's not hungry. And yes, she's done great things. I can't wait to see what life brings her. I just like to point out that we've hugged 4 times in our entire life, and every single time that it's been on video. So good thing this one's video. Next up is Ellen. I remember the first time I met Ellen. If you guys know me, you probably don't think that I'm shy and I can't talk to people, but we didn't speak to each other until just recently. And over these past few months, Ellen's become one of my closest friends. She's in a lot of my classes. We go to coffee every morning. She truly is just a great person. She's also going to PT school this next year, and I can't wait to be back with her in the classroom. So, Ellen. And our last group, it's my pleasure to introduce head coach Brian Mistro, UJ football.
Told the timer starts when I start my mic. Is that right, Charlie? We're good with that. A couple things that I just want to make sure that we announce. We have 25 guys on the list. There's another group of about 15 guys that are fifth year guys that are coming back. So we have guys that have graduated in December who aren't here, who are watching on the live stream. So I will go through everybody, but I will be quick. I promise. These guys know how I feel about them. So I'll take my time with them, but I want to make sure that we cover all of our seniors. But before I do that, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I was able to talk about, because this does mean a lot to me, Coach Hager. For me, this was in L2 back in the day. Where you at, Coach Hager? Like this, hanging out in L2, doing our senior banquet stuff. But I don't think tonight's just about any one team. And obviously, we sit here and we, as coaches, talk about our athletes on our teams. What's really cool for me, as a former Jimmy and somebody that truly cares about this place, it's been absolutely phenomenal, to use Dean Stork's words, to watch you guys grow and be fans of yours over time. The countless hours that every sport, doesn't matter the sport that you're in, that you guys put in. You chose discipline over your feelings, and not every college kid does that. And so I want to give a huge round of applause again for all the seniors that are in the room. Ready to set the standard for being the Jimmy. So we're going to get started. First person on my list is not here, Lucas Andrews. He's a team captain for us. He's currently hanging out over in St. Francis, Minnesota. Luke's versatility and team-first attitude have made him a key piece on the Jimmy offense. His toughness and leadership embody the spirit of this program. Luke, if you're watching, thanks, man. Luke Andrews. Another young man that is not here, Erastus Ancino, straight out of St. Cloud. His energy, positivity, and love for the game have made him a joy to coach. His dedication and his teammates and constant encouragement make him a true Jimmy. Thank you, Erastus. Another young man that is not currently here, Ryan Beans. Ryan's competitiveness and drive have fueled our special teams and defense. He's been a great teammate who brings joy to every single day. Appreciate everything you've done for us, Ryan, if you're watching. Thank you. Yeah, well, you're here, right? Gavin Bloomdahl. Gavin's determination and physical running style have embodied Jimmy football. His toughness is amazing. His unselfish attitude and team-first mindset And once I call your name, so we don't confuse Bob, him and I graduated the same year, 08, right? Or was yours 80? Oh my God. Sorry, when you guys get your name called, stand up here so Bob knows who to give it to. Thanks, guys. Did you see what I did there, Bob? All right, cool. Gabriel Daku, who is also not here right now. Gabe's energy, humor, work ethic have brought life to every practice and meeting. He's absolutely driven me nuts for 4 years, but his love for his teammates in this program will not be forgotten. Gabe, if you're watching, thank you. Gabe Daku. Thomas Drago is here. Thomas has been a reliable, consistent performer throughout his career. His attention to detail and his commitment to improvement has been a model for younger players. Also, want to make sure that we congratulate him on his new title as father. Watson's over there hanging out. Yeah. There you go, everybody. Another young man who's not here currently, Marcus Flores. Marcus' toughness and reliability have made him a valuable asset in the run game and the passing attack when he was healthy. His dedication to the program and his teammates are unmatched. For those of you that see the boys snickering back here, it's because Marcus is an absolute riot to hang out with. He is somebody that just brings a joy to practice all the time. It didn't, obviously have the type of career that he wanted, was battling some injuries. But I will never forget being able to look across the sideline and watching him smile every day. So Marcus, if you're watching, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Zach Hammond is also not here. Zach's toughness and relentless effort made him a spark plug in our backfield. He's been a powerful example of perseverance and grit for Jimmy football. Zach Hammond started for 4 years for us, basically, and it was a really a great asset to our run game and what we were doing offensively, but also somebody that I got to know on a personal level really well, spent a lot of time in my office. So Zach, appreciate everything you did for us, brother. Thank you. Gus is here. Come on up, Gus. Gus Hankslavin. Gus' dedication in the trenches is exemplified selfless leadership. His stick-to-itiveness, as Coach Gall would say. His work ethic and reliability have helped to set the standard for our offensive line unit. Somebody that I obviously cherish, has been here for 5 years for us. His family's Jimmy through and through, bleeding black and orange. There's one more brother on the team that we're hanging out with, but I appreciate all you've done for us, Gus. Thank you. All right. So, full disclosure, Herschel Jefferson, are you up here? Herschel Jefferson is not in your program because I messed up. And so I called Herschel 25 minutes before this started and said, get your butt over here because I got a plaque for it. So shout out Morgan Palmer for making sure that I got my quote in on time. But the biggest part for me in making sure that you guys understand some of the trials and tribulations that go with being a fifth year and battling some adversity in your lives, Herschel went through that with us. And we were able to battle through a lot of that together with a lot of help from some people in this room. Shout out Coach Eiliff for the summer tennis course. I appreciate you for being able to help us out with that. But understand everything that Herschel's done for me has been just something that I really truly enjoy. He embodies relentless effort, quiet toughness, the kind of player who leads by example, not words. His study, commitment, and unselfish attitude have left a lasting mark on Jimmy football. A dynamic playmaker in the defensive secondary. You will be missed. Herschel Jefferson. Caden Jensen is not here, guys. Caden's discipline and quiet confidence have made him a dependable member of our defensive backfield. His selflessness and steady approach have earned him the respect of his teammates and coaches alike. Caden is also somebody that he's in the National Guard, and so we had him part-time, and he was in the summer, obviously being able to do his stuff with the Guard, and just really was an everyday guy for us when he was here. So Caden, if you're watching, I appreciate everything you've done for us. Thank you. PK, you're up. There we go. Preston Kramer. Preston's work ethic and positive attitude have made him a trusted teammate. His consistency and unselfishness reflect the culture of Jimmy football. I had to steal Craig's back from college. He's a Jamestown Blue Jay. He decided that football is not in his future. And then he went out to school somewhere else and decided that he wanted to be a Jimmy and hang out with me more. So it's just been an awesome 4 years to have him around and somebody that I truly look at is going to be super successful in life no matter what he ends up doing. So I appreciate you, Preston. not here, guys. Dylan Lipke. Dylan's graduating in 3 years from Huron, South Dakota. Dylan's toughness and team-first mindset have been a key to the Jimmy defense. His commitment to excellence has earned him the respect of coaches and teammates alike. A lot of these guys are going to be saying the same things. Just so we're all on the same page, I did not ChatGPT all this. This is actually real. But here's the thing with Dylan. Dylan's smile on his face is absolutely something that I love having in practice all the time. And his growth and maturity and the ability for him to graduate early and then already have a future career set up has been something that I know that when I was his age, I had no chance of doing. So Dylan, if you're watching, appreciate all you've done for Jimmy football. Thank you. Nicholas Martinez, come on. Nick's leadership and toughness at the quarterback position have set the standard for our Jimmy offense. His poise under pressure and his dedication to his teammates have left a lasting legacy. I love Nick, and Nick's done a lot for me, and we've had some battles, and Nick is somebody that I know I'm going to be able to rely on to represent Jimmy football long after that he's gone and stepped foot off of our campus because of the type of person that he is. So Nick, I love you, man. I appreciate you and your family and all that you guys have done for me. Thank you. Awesome. Sean McConnell's here. Come on, step up, brother. Sean, I'm going to say, medically retired from football, all right? And it basically said, Coach, I want to be a student manager. I said, whatever that means, we're going to put you to work. And I will be 100% honest with you, nobody on our staff worked harder for the 3 years that he was a student manager. Out there an hour and a half to 2 hours before practice, making sure everything was set up. Somebody that just always does it with a smile on our face. And I'm going to nerd out for a second because we're huge WWE fans. So there we go. Don't judge me. Okay. Sean's commitment, reliability, behind-the-scenes work that made him an essential part of Jimmy football. His dedication represents the selflessness that defines our program. Super excited for him to continue his coaching career as he's accepted a graduate assistant position at Hastings College in Nebraska. Sean, appreciate you, man. Thanks. BP, come on up. Great. Okay. Brendan Pollard. Brendan's consistency, toughness, heart have defined his time as a Jimmy. His leadership on and off the field have been instrumental in shaping our culture. He's a guy that's behind the scenes for me in the locker room. I know this just always was doing the right thing no matter what. And he's the type of dude that, in all honesty, I can take 150 of these guys because of the way that he presents himself, the way he acts, the way he goes about his business and everything that he does. BP, I wish you the best of luck down at school for chiropractic school, I believe, correct? And we're going to be living the dream, hanging out down there. So I appreciate it. Love you, man. Thank you. Cody, you're up. Cody Belton. Cody's playmaking ability and leadership have made him a massive impact on our offense and our special teams unit. His energy and confidence have inspired his teammates throughout his Jimmy career. Cody came in and played as a true freshman for us. And I think your first catch was on a fake punt, if I remember correctly. And so just a guy that we identified early in the process that was going to be able to make an impact as soon as he stepped on campus. He did that plus more, helping out with our strength and conditioning program. He spent his internship over in Fargo hanging out with them, and has done just a tremendous job of advancing his career and doing the things that he needs to get done in order to be successful. I have no doubt in my mind how successful that this young man's going to be as he gets up. So I appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Owen Peterson is not here, guys. Owen has been a consistent performer, a dependable specialist for the Jimmies. He was our kicker for 4 years. His focus, composure, and team-first attitude have made him a true professional. Owen, if you're watching it all, I held true to this. I think for 4 years, I told him as a true freshman when he first went out to kick his first field goal, hey man, I don't care what happens. I'm never going to yell at you. And I honestly think that I never did. Just knowing how sometimes that position can be a little bit struggle on the mental. So I love that kid to death, man. He's done such a tremendous job in being in my corner for a lot of things. And so, Owen, if you're watching, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. T-Pip, come on up, brother. Thomas Bittinger. Thomas' toughness, unselfishness in the trenches have been vital for our offensive success. He's led with quiet confidence and relentless effort. One of the things I want to add to this is just the consistent smile that this guy has on his face. Came in back injuries, left battling injuries, came back for a fifth year, and tore his ACL, guys. And most guys would have been done. But no, he said, I'll brace this thing up. We'll see how long it can go. And we moved him to a position. Hey, man, we're just going to be the specialty fullback guy if we ever need to just blow someone up. And it's one of those things when you watch a guy go down like that, that's giving you every heart and soul that you can possibly imagine. It was a little tear-jerking. So for me, just looking at you now, telling you how much you mean to me and what your family's done for us in our program, man, means the world to me. I think you're going to be one of the best Jimmys that this place has ever had. So I appreciate you, Pat. Hunter Rosiska is not here as well, guys. Hunter's effort hard made him one of the most respected players in the locker room. His resilience and leadership made a true impact on our team. Again, that's what the plaque says. But what it doesn't say is when you watch a guy battle through the injuries that he battled through coming out of high school, multiple ACL tears, and to have an experience in a moment. One of the coaches in the room talks about having a moment. We got to see that come to fruition in Minot, which is his hometown, and his brother plays for the other team. And seeing his family watch him carry the football for the first time in college was one of the favorite moments I'll ever have as a football coach. And being able to see that and then come to fruition and get a little bit more playing time scoring his first touchdown against Duluth was a really cool experience. So, Hunt, if you're watching, man, if your family's watching, thank you for everything you've done. Don't let the Firebirds get hot, Caleb. Come on up. Straight out of Devil's Lake. Caleb's resiliency and football IQ have made him a steady last line of defense in our secondary and special teams leader. His voice in the room and daily consistency reflect exactly what we want in a Jimmy. Leaves a legacy of preparation and accountability. I never once questioned anything that had to do with Caleb Schneider because he does things the right way consistently and all the time. And it's somebody that I watched. Can I be gruesome? Can I do this? I watched during a game where his ankle was facing the complete opposite direction, just hanging there. And at those moments, you're like, this guy's career is over. He was able to come back, and it was somebody that we heavily relied on, certainly on a couple special team units. So, Shai, you're one of the best that I've been around, man, so I appreciate everything you've done for me. Love you, brother. Colt Schumacher, come on up. Colt's competitive spirit and team-first mentality have been vital to our offense and special team success. His leadership and love for the game are what Jimmy football is all about. Again, that's what the plaque says. But what the plaque doesn't say is one of the cooler things. I've gotten to watch him grow and mature as a young man, coming in freshman year, having that first come to Jesus meeting about grades and what our GPA looks like and how these things need to change, and then graduating as an honor roll student and doing great things. Also, if I ever have a problem with my house, I know that he can fix things a lot better than I can, so my wife calls him to get on the roof and fix stuff, so that also is part of it. My kids absolutely adore him and love him, and is somebody that is the type of guy that you want your daughter to date, and I love everything about that he's done for me and everything he's done for my family. Chewy, I love you, brother. Thanks. JBL, Jake Van Lith, also another young man that's graduating early. Jacob's leadership and toughness have defined his career as a Jimmy. His commitment to hard work and accountability have left a lasting mark in our program for the short time he was in it. I will say this, watching somebody grow and become the type of person that he became in such a short amount of time is way more mature than I ever was at your age. And for those of you that did know me at that age, that's true, Judy. Okay. But being able to watch what he went through as a senior here, battled a bad concussion, wasn't really able to come back from that, but still showing up every single day to be there for his teammates is something that I'll never forget. And being the first guy off the sideline, cheering on the guys. And so I appreciate everything you've done for me. Obviously, your parents are here, man. They've done a great job of raising a great kid and supporting Jimmy football. So love you to death, man. Congrats. Two guys that are not here, and then we'll be on our way. Jacob Waldman from Aberdeen, South Dakota, has brought heart, intelligence, and physicality to the linebacker room. His work ethic and leadership have embodied what it means to be a Jimmy. Another one of those guys for me that's what the plaque says. You got to write stuff down, and all of us coaches could write books about these kids. But I'll tell you what, watching him go to work every starter or even an every down type of dude. But I'll tell you what, when guys show up to work every day and they're an everyday guy and they do things consistently to the best of their abilities, that is absolutely the most respectful thing that you can do on any team. And not only did he do that, he did that every single day. Never missed a practice, never missed a weights, other than the one time he was puking really bad freshman year. And he lost like 25 pounds, for those of you guys that remember that. But Walt's one of my guys, and he's a guy that I'll forever treasure having in our program. So Jacob Walton, thank you. Okay, our final guy that's not here, fifth-year senior Kyle Williams from Colorado. Kyle's competitive, fire and energy made him a tone setter for our defense. His relentless pursuit of excellence has elevated the entire secondary. Again, I know Kyle's folks are probably watching. Kyle was the guy that wasn't on the fence about coming back a little bit, and he came back for his fifth year and just to be with the boys. And I think that's one thing that you start to notice as athletes. For those of you that are seniors that are going to be done, Coach hit the nail on the head. It's not about the wins. It's not about the conference championships, the accolades. It's the people that are going to stand up in your wedding. It's the people that you're going to ask to be the godfather to your children or the godmother to your children. Those are the relationships that this place builds, and that's what this place does the best. We grow people that are leaders, that are amazing human beings and Jimmies. And these guys are an encompass of that, and I really appreciate everything that they've done for us. Congratulations to all the seniors. I remember sitting here being like, get off the floor, football coach. But I mean this when I say it from the bottom of my heart. There's nowhere else I'd rather be in the world than right here with you guys. So thank you so much. I have Morgan Palmer coming up, I believe, to do some ending, closing remarks. And then we'll be on the road. Give it up for Morgan Palmer. Here we go.
Alright, hi everyone. If I haven't had the chance to meet you, I am Morgan Palmer. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations here at UJ. I am speaking on behalf of Tara Cap. I know she really wishes she could be here today. But we just want to take a moment to celebrate all of you and all that you have accomplished in your years here. I don't know if it was 1 year, if it was 5 years. I think somebody had 6 years. But the dedication you have to juggle workouts, school, jobs, volunteer work, homework, work more workouts, and somehow you still find time to have a life on campus, make friends, be involved in more activities, find time to eat. And without thinking of it, you are also ambassadors of UJ. We consistently receive feedback from our boosters, our donors, and the community members who tell us stories about your daily acts of kindness, like holding open doors for strangers, interacting with our youth in the community, and even jumping in and assisting with health emergencies because you were in the right place at the right time. We're all extremely proud of you. I want to give a shout out to the parents, even if you're attending via the stream right now. Thank you for supporting your athletes, starting way back when you encouraged them to try out for sports, and continuing to show up as they continue their journeys in college. That means the world to us to see you here supporting the Jimmies, wearing our orange and black. And then coaches and staff. I know a lot of your success is measured in stats, but what a lot of people don't see is your endless pursuit for recruits, your tireless dedication to your students and the community, as well as your passion for being a Jimmy. We're all very blessed to have you. And then I also want to give a special shout out to the Jimmy Janes for all of your work, not only tonight, but throughout the year. Thank you for supporting our athletes. And thank you, I don't know if they're still back there, but thank you to Grateful Plate for our meal tonight. I also want to give a shout out to our booster board members and our board of trustee members that are here tonight. These individuals play a vital role in the success of all things at UJ and nights like this. So a shout out to the ones who aren't here: Sam Beckman, Steve Eamon, Amber Purcell, and Brent Offerball, who could not be with us tonight. And then for those that are here, thank you to Bob Piaz, Jason Bitz, Dean Haas, and Nate Willer, who you've seen helping hand out plaques tonight. And I want to take a moment to say, as you graduate this weekend, as you walk across the stage, never forget that your journey does not end there. Stay connected at UJ, come back to events, support your team, your future teammates, even though you're not on the team anymore. We'd love to see you guys on the road when we're out hosting events, so please remember to come back. Always say hi. If you see somebody wearing a Jimmy shirt when you see them out in public, say hi and remember that you are always a Jimmy. Once a Jimmy, always a Jimmy. For those of you that
baseball. You guys had a game. So make sure you stop over there. And then I didn't bring my phone up here, but Barb, if you want to record this, because Tara always loves to do this. Everybody stand up. And we are going to do hands in the middle. All right. For one last time, everybody together. Jimmy's